When my parents passed away, my world shattered. But the real nightmare began when my sister Sarah produced a will that left everything, the house I grew up in, the family heirlooms, every single penny to her. I was left with nothing, not even a photo album. I was devastated, not just by the loss of my inheritance, but by the betrayal. It felt so wrong, so unlike our parents. They loved us both equally. How could they cut me out so completely? Doubt started to creep in, a tiny seed of suspicion that grew with every sleepless night. Sarah's behavior was off too. She was distant, defensive, and avoided any real conversation about the will. The signature on the document, it looked slightly different. The wording felt cold, professional, not like my mom's warm, personal style. I knew, deep in my gut, that something wasn't right. I couldn't just let it go. This wasn't just about money. It was about my parents' true wishes, about my memories, about justice. Driven by a mix of desperation and conviction, I did something I never thought I would do. I waited until Sarah was out for the evening and, using the spare key I still had, I let myself into our childhood home, her home now. My heart was pounding in my chest. Every creak of the floorboards sounded like a siren. I went straight to her office, to the old wooden desk where she now managed what she called her estate. I started searching, my hands trembling as I sifted through papers. I didn't even know what I was looking for, just something, anything, and then I saw it. Tucked away in the back of the bottom drawer, hidden beneath a stack of old bank statements, was a folded piece of paper. It was a draft, a practice sheet. On it, over and over, were my father's and my mother's signatures, some crossed out, some nearly perfect. And alongside them, a nearly identical copy of the will she had presented, but with slight variations in the text. It was the forgery, the proof. Sarah had faked the will. The wave of anger and sorrow that washed over me was overwhelming. She had planned this. She had practiced her deception. With the evidence in hand, I knew I couldn't confront her alone. This was bigger than a family argument. I contacted a lawyer immediately. When I laid out the papers on his desk, he looked at me with a serious but reassuring expression. He told me we had a strong case for will forgery, a serious crime. The legal battle that followed was grueling. It felt like tearing my own family apart, piece by piece, in a public courtroom. Sarah denied everything, her lies echoing in the solemn chamber, but the evidence was undeniable. The handwriting experts confirmed the forgery. Her web of deceit unraveled for everyone to see. The judge's gavel felt like the final note in a long, painful song. The court nullified the fraudulent will and declared my parents had died without a valid testament, meaning the estate would be divided equally between us, just as the law and likely my parents had always intended. I won the case, but it was a hollow victory. Seeing my sister's face crumble as the verdict was read brought me no joy, only a profound sadness for what our family had become. After the dust settled, Sarah and I finally talked. Really talked. Tears were shed, apologies were whispered. It's a long road, and our relationship is forever changed, but we're trying to rebuild. We found justice, but we almost lost each other. It's a bittersweet reminder that some things are more valuable than any inheritance. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've been through a similar experience, please share in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more real-life stories.